Good evening, guys. Can you all hear me? Okay, fine. Let's start a new batch. Yeah. Okay, so guys, most of y'all who are here are 2024 A-level students. Maybe after your results, y'all are planning to start a commerce stream. Y'all didn't go to classes before you got the results, and now you're planning to join the classes. Okay, and there are students who are from 2023, 2024, batch 1. There are many other students maybe as well, because they didn't start chapter 1 and just want to make sure they cover it up, right? Okay, so guys, when it comes to, before I start chapter 1, I'll just give an introduction. My name is Maryam Ali. So I will be teaching accounting advanced level syllabus, local syllabus. Okay, so guys, this is your syllabus. You all have 2 years, grade 12 and 13 if you want to do your A-levels. Now, grade 12, you have 10 chapters. Grade 13, guys, you all have 1, 2, 3, 6 chapters. Okay, grade 12, 10, grade 13, 6 chapters to cover your whole A-level accounting syllabus. Guys, if you all have any friends of yours who haven't joined yet, okay, who haven't joined yet, please put them a message and ask them to join so that they also get benefited through this. Okay, so guys, today we are going to start chapter 1, accounting and its importance. Before that, I'll just tell you how is your A-level exam going to be. Okay, so now guys, if you want to become a commerce stream student, accounting is important. If you don't take accounting, then you are not a commerce stream student. You understand that? If you want to be a commerce stream student, accounting is one of the important subjects. If you don't take accounting, then you're not a commerce stream student. Get what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, you can choose business studies, economics, and if you don't choose accounting, still you're not a commerce stream student. You will be considered as art stream. Only if you choose accounting, you become a commerce stream student. Okay, and then guys, I'll just tell you how is your exam paper going to be. You have 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 you will be doing for 2 hours and part 2 3 hours. Part 1 2 hours, part 2 3 hours. So totally you're studying for 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. You're studying just for 5-hour paper. Okay, just to do the 5-hour paper, you study for 2.5 years, 3 years, but still it's worth it. So guys, make sure you do your best. And some of y'all here with your O-level results may be W, S, C. Okay, so guys, just make sure y'all know that O-level and A-level are totally different. Okay, there are people who have got very good results in O-levels, but still they have flopped their A-levels, and vice versa. There are students who have got very bad results in O-levels, but they have done really well in their A-levels. I'm talking with the people I have seen. I have seen students who have got O-level 2 A's, 1 A, but A-levels they have got 3 A's and stuff. And I have seen students who have got O-level 9 A's. They are overconfident, and A-levels they have got very low results. So what I'm trying to say is O-level results doesn't matter. When you start your A-levels, everyone are equal. No matter you got 9 A's, no matter you got 1 A, everyone will be equal when you're starting A-levels. Why? Because every subject, they will be teaching you from the beginning. Okay, Guys, every subject you will be starting from the basics when it comes to A levels. So no matter you don't know, you haven't studied O level commerce, don't worry guys, A level they will teach you from the beginning. I also didn't study O level commerce when I was doing A level commerce stream. I didn't study O level commerce, so at first you might find it a bit difficult compared to the other students who did O level commerce, but it doesn't mean you will study less. No guys, they are going to start from the beginning, from the basics. Okay, so guys, what I'm trying to say is, forget about your O-level results. How did you do in O-levels, everything? Start a new chapter, okay? And make sure you keep the goal, and the goal should be 3 A's, nothing less than that. If you are starting your A-levels with the intention of getting 3 C's, 3 B's, don't start, guys. I'm telling you all now itself, don't start. You should get 3 A's. No matter your O-level, you didn't get even an A in your O-level, doesn't matter. For A-levels, everyone here, your focus should be 3 A's. 3 A's. Okay? Believe me, O-level results doesn't matter. Okay? When I say believe me, guys, I'm talking with the same thing. I also it happened to me, guys. That's what I'm telling you. I didn't do O-level commerce, as well as in O-levels I got 4 A's. I got 4 A's. That's it. Okay, so guys, I also thought at first, O-level, if you get low results, you will get bad results in A-levels. No, guys, in A-levels, if you study from the beginning, I mean, if you study every day, if you just study, I'm not telling you to study a lot, maybe guys 2 hours, 1 hour, if you study every day, believe me guys, you will not feel A-level is difficult. That's why I'm telling you, consistency is the most important thing. Guys, you should make sure you are consistent. Studying one day, not studying the other day will not work. Study little, but every day. You study little, but you make sure you study every day. Guys, when you do like that, you will automatically, you will not realize, okay, you will not realize that you have done really well. You will not realize, but later you will understand. Your friends who didn't study daily, for them they have a lot to study, but if you had studied daily, guys, you will have you will have to just to revise. That's it, because you already know the theory, you studied it every day. I'm not telling you all to start A level means you have to study 10 hours per day every day. No, I'm telling you from the beginning. This is only if you start from the beginning. If you start from the beginning, and every day if you give 2 hours, not 2 hours for each subject, 2 hours in total for all 3 subjects. If you start by studying 2 hours every day, okay, maybe guys you can keep Monday and Tuesday for accounting, Wednesday and Thursday for economics, and Thursday and Friday for business studies. Like that, you study 2 hours per day. Guys, if you are consistent, if you make sure you're doing that every single day, guys, you can easily get 3 A's. You can easily get 3 A's. But if there are students, what they do is grade 12, they spend their times for school, okay, being prefects, wasting time, having fun and all this. You can have fun, but in the time you study, you should give your best. You should make sure you give your best. Okay, guys, don't waste your time in too much of it. I am telling you, can do extracurricular activities, but when it comes to studying, don't prioritize your extracurricular activities and sacrifice your studies. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, don't sacrifice your studies and make sure you give high priority to extracurricular. Then only your results become very less. Okay, so the first thing, guys, you should be consistent. You should work every single day, not studying 1 month and having fun the other month. You should make sure you are consistent. Do little, but do every day. That's what I mean. Do little. I'm not telling you to do too much work and stress yourself. No, do little, but do it every day. And the other one is, guys, understand. You have to make sure you understand what you study. You don't just memorize everything. You don't just memorize even if it's theory, you don't memorize it. If you just keep on being a parrot, memorizing whatever is given, when you are in the exam hall, in the tension, you forget everything. So that's why, guys, you shouldn't memorize. You should understand. You should understand what actually happened. Guys, when you understand and study, you have a long term. You can keep it in your head for a long term. But if you memorize, you can only keep it maybe for 1 week, 1 day, 2 days. You forget. That's normal. So that's why, guys, when you're studying, you understand. When you understand and study, it becomes interesting. Okay, it becomes interesting and you don't get fed up, guys. When you keep on memorizing, at one point you start giving up. You get fed up. Okay, there's a lot to memorize, I can't do it anymore. You start giving up. You understand? So that's why I'm telling you, don't memorize anything. Make sure you understand, why did it happen, how did it happen. Ask a lot of doubts. Okay, why did this happen, how did this happen, and where did this happen? When you ask like that, okay, when you ask like that, I'm talking about only commerce stream, not bio stream or art stream. I don't know about that. Okay, you have to understand and study. And the last characteristic you should have when you're doing A levels is practice. Okay, no matter you know your theory, if you don't do papers, it's useless. Some students, they go to all the theory classes and they don't even try papers. They do that mistake. Okay, guys, without doing papers, studying theory becomes useless. Because, guys, when you take a paper and write the answer for a question, you need to have confidence. Without confidence, you can't answer a question. To get the confidence, you should practice at your home. Every single day, you have to practice doing a lot of questions. When you practice, you get confidence. This is one of the most important parts, guys, because students, I know there are some students who went to the exam, they never practiced. They know all the theory well. They are very good at theory. They know the theory really well, but the problem is they never practiced questions. Okay, so they thought that they can do it. They thought that, okay, in the final exam, automatically I will get answers because I know the theory now very well. I will get answers. They went to the exam. Okay, you know what happened? I'm playing with someone. I know which happened. Okay, I don't want to tell the name or anything, but just to make sure y'all realize what will happen when you don't practice. So that student was telling that when he started writing the questions, when he started seeing the paper, he didn't know where to start. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know where to start because he has no confidence to touch the paper and write the answer. Why? He hasn't done any term exam papers. He haven't practiced anything. You understand? So because of that, he couldn't write it, guys. Believe me, this is really happening. Students, sometimes when you have the paper, you have time to write, but you can't write. Okay, because you don't have the confidence to do it. Okay, same happened to me in my O-level science paper. That's why you all might have experienced it, because you didn't do questions. You haven't practiced questions. Even though you know the theory part, you still can't present it. You can't write it as the answer. So that student said, I felt like I have nothing to write. So I just put my head down and just kept the paper without writing anything. Why? No confidence to write. Why? No practice. The student have never practiced questions in the classes or at home. So because of that, no confidence. So always make sure you fill your cup. Okay, make sure guys you all are filling your cup. If you fill your cup, you can easily get 3 A's. Be consistent, understand, practice. Understand, practice. If you fill your cup, you can easily get 3 A's in A-levels. It's not easy, as I say. It is a consistent hard work. Okay, if you're willing to put hard work, do A-levels. If you're not willing to put hard work, don't waste your parents' money, just sit at home. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, and the other thing is, if you are not willing to get 3 A's, if your intention is to not get 3 A's, then please don't start A-levels. That's another waste of money. That's another waste of money as well as your time. Okay, so guys, your only focus of starting A-levels should be getting 3 A's and nothing less than that. To get 3 A's, make sure you're consistent. When you study, you understand whatever you study, and then you practice. Okay, so guys, you all are the late batch students, because we have already started a batch in September, if I'm not wrong. So you all are batch 2 students, you understand. So your syllabus will be finished a little bit later, not little bit, a bit later compared to the old batch students. That's understandable, right? Because we are starting from January. Okay, so most probably I have 2 free sessions. I will be covering chapter 1 in these 2 free sessions. So from January, we can start chapter 2, accounting equation. Okay, so guys, so I just gave you all an idea of your accounting, how you have to study and how you have to start. Okay, so guys, make you know that accounting has 2 parts, part 1, part 2. Okay, so guys, part 1, it is actually 2 hours paper, as well as part 2 is 3 hours. So totally 5 hours. Final exam you have to do in 2 different days. You won't do both the same day. It's 2 different days, 1 day for part 1, 1 day for part 2. This part 1 will have 50 questions. In this 50 questions, 30 will be MCQs, while 20 will be writing part. You have to write the answers or maybe filling the blanks, like that. There are different ways. Okay, but the first 30 questions will be MCQs, while the other 20 you have to write them. Okay, while part 2, guys, you have big 6 questions. 6 questions. Out of these 6 questions, the first 2 questions are compulsory. First 2 questions every student should select. Then the next 4 questions, out of the next 4, you have to only select 3 questions. That's, you have choice to select only 3. So totally 2 plus 3, you have to do 5 questions. You have to do 5 questions. Part 1 and 2 are equally important, not like O-levels. O-levels, I think part 1 40 marks, part 2 60 marks, right? But in A-levels, not like that. Part 1 50, part 2 50. That's how it adds up to 100. Okay, so in A-levels, part 1 is equally important to part 2. Okay, everyone? Okay, so I told you how the exam structure will be, how you have to study your A-levels, okay, before you start. Okay, guys. So, guys, this is how my class works. I'll tell you first itself. This is how I actually do my classes. First, I teach the theory part. Okay, so after I teach the theory part, I will be doing some questions from my tute. I have a booklet. For grade 12, there is a different booklet. For grade 13, you have a different booklet. That booklet will consist of the whole syllabus of grade 12, whole syllabus of grade 13. So from the booklet, after we study the theory, we will be doing questions from the booklet. And after that, we will be doing past paper questions, some past paper questions. After we do the past paper questions, then we will go to the next chapter. And in the WhatsApp groups, you will be getting weekly mock exams. Every week you will be getting, I will tell a day, that day you will be getting mock exam. So what you have to do is, you all have to do the mock exam. You don't have to submit. You have to have a different book for the mock exam. In that you have to do the mock exam the next day exactly. So the mock exam timing will be given in the PDF. You can print it out and do, and after 24 hours the marking scheme will be sent. So you have to check your answers, correct your answers, and put marks. You understand? So that should be done by yourself. Why am I doing that? Is just to make sure y'all are doing a lot of questions, because I told you without practice you cannot succeed in A levels. And not only that, after we finish every unit, you will have unit exam. Mock exams are given weekly, no? So if you finish chapter 1, for chapter 1 you have a unit exam, chapter 2 unit exam. So you will have unit exam. That is the second thing. The third thing you will have is term exams. Physically, term exams will happen physically, mock exam, and the unit exams will be happen online through WhatsApp. Okay, so the term exams you will have for grade 12, 4 term exams. For grade 13, 4 term exams. Grade 12, like school keeps term exams, you have to come physically and do the term exams. 4 term exams for grade 12, 4 for grade 13. Okay, so these are the 3 things I offer in addition to the classes. Okay, so the book that you can purchase the booklets, it's just one time purchase. That means it's not unit wise, it's full booklet, one booklet for grade 12 separately, grade 13. If you want, you can come and get it, or you have to, it will be couriered for you. Okay, so now guys, let's start accounting and its importance. So guys, this chapter speaks about introducing accounting to the students. Okay, so we assume there are everyone here doesn't know anything about commerce. Even though you all might have done O-level commerce, doesn't matter. When I'm teaching, I will assume that you have never heard anything about commerce. So we will introduce you first of all, what's accounting and what is their importance. So for the students who have done commerce, this introduction might be a little okay, because you all have already heard the terms, but the ones who haven't done, maybe this is the first time you're hearing. No matter what, you will understand. Okay, so guys, see here, accounting and its importance. Now see, definition and objective of accounting. What is the purpose of doing all this accounting and stuff? Okay, so now guys, before in ancient, they didn't have this accounting because they felt like it's useless and it's highly costly. Because if you want someone to check your accounts and see whether you're getting a profit or loss and all that, guys, it's highly costly. You know why? You should hire an accountant. An accountant will have special knowledge, so you should pay him money, not just small amount, right? You have to pay him a big amount. So guys, it's costly to the business, and when you have an accountant, your profit will reduce. Why? Because you have a high expense. Because of high expense, your profit reduces. So people were reluctant. They didn't like to have accountants, you understand. But later, they started realizing how good it is to have an accountant, how good it is to do this accounting and stuff. Because when the businesses started growing, bigger and bigger, it was difficult for them to control. Okay, when the businesses were growing bigger and bigger, it was not easy to just take a book and write. You might have seen, right, some mudalalis and all. If you go to grocery shops, they have a book. When the money comes in, they quickly record, and the money goes out, they record in those books. Okay, so they used to run like that, but later they realized when the business became bigger and bigger, it's not easy anymore like that to do. Okay, because there are so many things happening during a particular day in a huge business. So that's why they needed someone to control the transactions, to control what's really happening in the business. Then only, guys, accounting started to emerge. So what is accounting, guys? Accounting, we say, it's a process of providing information. It's a process. Every process has input, processing, output. Okay, in a process you have studied in many places, in maybe ICT or anywhere, right? A process shall have input, processing, output. So we say accounting is also a process. What does it do? The output is it provides information. Okay, by now, guys, when the businesses grow bigger and bigger, you have so many users, the users of your information, the people who wants to know about you. Okay, when you become, now for example, let's say if you become famous, guys, there are a lot of people who are curious about you, right? There are a lot of people who are curious about you. Just like that, when a business becomes, when the business starts growing bigger and bigger, many people wants to know about you. There are many people who are interested in your business. We call them in accounting stakeholders. The parties who are interested in your business, we call them who? Stakeholders, users, interested parties. All same meaning. Stakeholders, interested parties, or we say users of information. Users. These people are interested in your business. So you need to give them information because they really want to know about your business. Now you might ask me, why are they interested? Guys, they are interested so that they can make decisions. They need to make decision. If you take a business, example of a user is, guys, customer. Now, when you take a business, guys, let's say, guys, I am selling, okay, I'm lecturing, no. So it's like a business, a service business. I am lecturing, okay. So now who are my users? Main users are students, the lecturers, okay, my competitors. All these are interested about my lecturing. They are interested. So you are my student. You are an interested party for me. Okay, so now why do you need information about my lecturing and stuff? Why do you need? So that you can make decision. What is the decision you are planning to make? Whether to join my classes or not. Okay, because guys, you all have to pay, right? So you should make a decision. Why? Because you are going to give me your resources. So if you want to give your resources, the resource you're going to give me is money. Your money, you will give it to me. So you understand, because of that, you're an interested party. You need information so that you can make a proper decision. Economic, guys, economic decision is a decision which will give you high return than the cost. You are incurring cost. That's the monthly fee. Guys, the decision what you make coming to my class should give you higher benefits than the monthly fees you're paying. So that's why, guys, every user should make decision, not just decision. Economic decision means it is a decision which will give higher return compared to the cost. Compared to the cost you incur, you will get benefits more than the cost. So when it comes to definition, guys, definition and objective are the same. So that's easy, right? Both are the same. So first of all, there are 3 questions you have to answer. What? Okay, what? Whom? And why? These are the 3 questions. When you write this definition, you have to answer 3 questions. We say accounting is a process. What does it provide? Y'all can unmute. What does it provide? Accounting is a process. What does it provide?
Information.
Information. It will provide information. To whom?
Stakeholders.
Stakeholders, or we say users. It will provide information to users. Why do they need?
To make economic decisions.
To make decisions. Economic. Use the word economic. Okay, economic decisions. Why do we not just decision? Anyone can make a decision, right? The decision you make should be the best decision. That's why we say economic. No, it's not just decision. It should be economic. Economic decision will give you higher return compared to the cost you incur. Compared to the cost. Can you write it down? Put the heading in your books, guys. Chapter 1, accounting and its importance. Accounting and its importance. Put chapter 1. Okay. So, guys, and then after that, put definition, and write 3 questions. The first one is what? What are you giving? Information. To whom are you giving? Stakeholders. Why? So that they can make economic decision. Tell me once you're done. After you write accounting and its importance, say definition of accounting. Below that, write these 3. What? 3 questions. What, whom, and why. No, economic, Ishra.
Done, Miss.
Okay, now we all know what is the definition and objective. If you all are forgetting, make sure you answer this question. Okay, make sure you answer this question. These notes were sent to the groups, right? You all didn't get it. By the way, the booklet is only for my students, because guys, I'm not printing that much. So I am actually giving it right now. I'm only giving the booklet for my theory students, okay? So far I haven't planned to give it to external students. So yeah, wait. Anyone who doesn't have the tute? Anyone who doesn't anyone who doesn't have the tute? Okay, I don't know whether if I send it through the chat box, I don't know whether you all will get it now, because yeah, if you're using laptop, you might get. I'll try to see whether you all are getting it. Wait a minute, guys. Quickly, I'll send it to them. Tute chapter 1. Yes, Azka, sure. Did you all get the tune? No, the time is not, this is not the time. This is not the time I'm planning to keep for y'all. By the way, did you all get the tune, man? No, no. Okay, the ones who want that, yeah, if you all want that, you put me a message to this number now. I will send. Put a message, WhatsApp message to this number. I will send it. 077-875-9158. Yeah, I will be continuing online and I will be starting physically at Sigma Kirulapana. Sigma Kirulapana, I will be starting physically. It's on Sundays. And then online, I will be doing not on Mondays. Guys, online, your class will be Tuesdays from 7 to 9 o'clock. That will be the permanent time. Okay, not Mondays. Okay. So fine, let's continue, guys. Wait, there are messages coming. I'll soon send them the tutor. If you all are there in the free session groups, you will get men. The free session groups, you will surely get the tunes. Okay, fine. I'll quickly send them. Just give me 1 minute. By the way, you all have another free session next week. You all will be having another free session next week, okay? Give me 1 minute. After I share the tunes, I'll come back because many students are asking for it. Okay, done, right? I sent it to everyone. Okay, others I'll send it later. Fine. Now, guys, stakeholders. Now you should know. No. There is free session, normal free session group. Okay. What's your O-level? What's your A-level resource? Can share if possible. My A-level, I got 3 A's, guys. I got 3 A's. So let's continue. So, guys, now we are going to study stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Stakeholders are interested parties. These are the people who are interested in your business. So, guys, these people are interested because they need to make decisions about because they are giving you resources. They have to make day-to-day decisions. That's why they are interested in your business. That is why they are interested. Okay, so now, guys, for example, because of your decision, now if let's say, for example, I'm telling hereafter I won't do classes. Will you all be affected? Yes or no? If you are a theory student, okay, if you are a theory student, now I am the business, I am the business. If y'all are my stakeholders, no, if y'all are theory students, y'all are my stakeholders. My question is, if I tell y'all, if I announce that hereafter I will stop doing classes, will y'all be affected? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you all will be affected, right? Because now you have to find another lecturer. You should be satisfied with that lecturer. So you're going to be affected. Do you understand? You all are going to be affected. So that is why I call you my stakeholders. I call you my stakeholders because, guys, when the business makes a decision, you all are affected by that. When the business is making a decision, each one of y'all who have joined my classes will be affected by the decision I am making. We call y'all stakeholders, interested parties, users. All three same meaning. Now they will ask you in the exam. It was a recent past paper question as well, where they asked you, I think it's 2018. For me, 2018 is like recent, but it's 5 years ago, no? Okay. So what they did was, guys, they gave the stakeholders, and they asked you what? They asked you why are they interested? I mean, why do they need information? Now, for example, as students, let's take the example I took. Y'all are my students. Y'all are interested. Now, why do you need information about me? Can you all just tell me some example? Y'all can unmute.
To make decisions.
Okay, example. Tell me the example. What decision?
To join the class.
Okay, one is to join the class. Guys, you need information to join. If you want to join the class, there are so many men.
To continue with you.
To continue, guys. What if I'm not teaching well? I am not teaching well. You have to make a decision whether to continue my classes or to change to another lecturer because my teaching is not good. It's not what you expected. So for that and all, you have to make decision, guys. So to make those decisions, you need information about me. Like that, when it comes to a business, the business has so many stakeholders. Now you need to know why do they need information. They can test you this in part 1. They have tested many times. They have tested. We'll do past paper questions. We'll do past paper questions related to this chapter. So you will understand how are they testing them. Okay, so now guys, let's start. First of all, there are 2. Okay, yes, even that's correct, Shukra. There are 2. Now she's saying when it comes to the fees, is it reasonable fees or not? If it's not reasonable, you will be not willing to join my classes. You will feel like I'm expensive. More than me, there are lecturers who are doing a very good job for less price. You understand? So like that, you will need information to make decision. Okay, so now guys, see here, when it comes to users, stakeholders, the stakeholders are divided mainly into 2. We say internal and external. There are 2 types of stakeholders. Stakeholders who are internal to your business, while stakeholders who are external to your business. Okay, the people who are internal, they are inside the boundaries of your business. External people, these people have they cannot come and just make they cannot come and control your business. They are outside your business. The first stakeholder we are going to study, we say management or board of directors. This is the first internal stakeholder we are going to study. We say the management or the board of directors. Why do the managers or the board of directors, why do they need information? Okay. Wait, stakeholders, if you want the meaning of stakeholder, stakeholders are interested parties. These parties are affected by the business decisions. Okay, these parties are affected by business decision. When a business makes a decision, they will be affected. You understand? For example, let's say the business decides to decrease employee salaries. Employee salary by 10,000. They are announcing we are doing the business bad, so we don't have enough profit. We are planning to decrease everyone's salary by 10,000. Now employees are very much affected. You understand? So they will decide to leave the company. Okay, so first internals, there are mainly two internal stakeholders. One is the management or the board of directors. The other one is employees. Guys, we are talking about a company. A company. In a company, guys, there are mainly two internal stakeholders. We say management or board of directors, and the other one is employees. I'll just give you some idea about a company. Yeah? Now let's say, okay, let's say for example, now you're having a company. Guys, in a company, how does it work is there are so many shareholders. Who are shareholders? Shareholders are the owners of a company. They are the owners of a company. They buy company shares. Guys, there is something called shares. When you buy shares in the future, you all also can buy shares of a company and become a shareholder. Okay, so when you buy shares of a company, you are called as a shareholder. For a company, guys, the owner of the company is a shareholder. So if you take a company, there can be thousands of shareholders, thousands of owners. Sometimes you don't even know who is the owner, because they can buy shares online. They can, if they have a broker, to the broker, you can buy shares of a company. So sometimes, let's say I am a shareholder and y'all are also a shareholder of the same company, but we don't know each other. We actually don't know you're a shareholder even. That's how big it is. Okay, so who are shareholders? Shareholders are the owners of a company. Okay, so what does shareholders do is, first of all, to become a shareholder, you have to buy company shares. If you buy company shares, then only you will become a company shareholder. So let's say, guys, you have bought company shares. Now you are called as a shareholder. After you buy shares, even though you're the owner, you are not internal to the business. Guys, imagine there are thousands of shareholders. If 1,000 people come and tell you to do this, to do that, guys, at your home itself, you all know, right? With 5, 6 children, it's very difficult to make a decision. One person says, this is good. Let's say you're buying food for dinner. To buy food, you all are planning, but to buy kottu or submarine or burger, one person says, no, let's buy a kottu. Someone says fried rice. You understand? So it's very difficult to make a decision. Same like that. Just imagine, okay? Just imagine, in a company, there are so many shareholders. If you let them make decision, the company will collapse, man. The company can't run like that. One person will say, do this. One person will say, do that. So that's why we say shareholders are external. They are not internal to the organization. We say they are outsiders. But what shareholders does? The shareholders in the meeting, they will appoint directors. They will select the best people out of this. Okay. Now let's say, for example, there is a shareholder name A, shareholder name B, shareholder name C, D. Okay. Now, guys, and let's say there are 5 shareholders. So, okay, these 5 shareholders, what they are telling, I want to become a director. I want to become. So these 5 people in the meeting, they will go front and wait. And they will ask everyone to raise their hand. A will go front and they will ask everyone who likes to vote for A, raise the hand. B, raise the hand. C. So if let's say we are only appointing 3 directors. So let's say the shareholders select who and who. Let's say the shareholders have selected A, C, and D. What do you call these 3 people? A, C, and D. Guys, shareholders will appoint the people to run the organization. We call them board of directors. Now these are the people who will make decision. Are they internal or external? Are they internal or external? Now
Internal.
internal. Now they are internal, guys. Shareholders are external. There are many shareholders. The shareholders will appoint directors who what are they telling you? No, shareholders will tell directors, look here, we can't come and make decision, so we are appointing best 3 people out of all the shareholders. You all make the best decision for the company. Now the shareholders cannot interfere. Okay, interfere. Why? Because now they are external, they cannot interfere. After they appoint the directors, they are external. Now the directors only will make day-to-day decision related to the company. They will make day-to-day decision. After that, now the directors, can they just run the company by themselves? What do you think? Can the directors run the company by themselves?
No.
No, they cannot run the company by themselves, guys. It's not easy. They cannot run the company. So who will they appoint?
Employees?
Employees, guys. See here. Yes, Shukra. Now, guys, the directors cannot run the company by themselves. So let's say these are different directors. Let's say he is a production director. Okay, for the production department, he's the director. He's the for the marketing purpose, he's the director. He is the finance for finance purpose, he is the director. So now these people can't run the company alone by themselves. They will only make decision. But guys, now see here, directors make decision. Who implements them? Who does those decisions made by the directors? Employees under the directors. Under each director there will be different employees. Guys, these employees who are under the directors, guys, they are the one who will make decision. They will implement. We call these employees. These employees will implement the decisions made by the directors. They will implement. Implement means do. Now let's say, for example, the directors are telling, this year we have to make 1,000 sales, 1,000 units we have to sell. So these employees only will implement. They will try their best to sell 1,000 units. They will implement the decisions made by whom? Made by the directors. They will implement. If you want, you can write this down. If you want a summary, you can write this down. I'll give you 2 minutes. Kind of, Fatima. Okay, but if it's a big company, there is a small difference, but usually directors and management are kind of same. Okay, but if you are a very big company, managers are there are after directors you have managers, but if you are a small company, we consider directors, managers, all are same. Okay, guys, if you want, you can write this down. So shareholders are external. So employees, are they external or internal? Employees?
Internal.
Internal.
Employees are internal. Okay, if you want, write this summary and keep. I didn't write it properly here. So the directors make decision, employees should implement the decision. They are also internal. Shareholders are external. Now, what if the directors are not doing their job? Can the shareholders intervene?
No.
What if the directors are really bad, they are stealing the company money? Can the shareholders intervene? Yes, they have the highest, guys, they have the highest authority. They will keep an emergency meeting and they will sack the director. If more than 50% of the shareholders vote, if more than 50% of the shareholders vote, they can sack the director. Nice, no, because they are the one who they are the one who appointed. They are the one who appointed the directors, so they can sack them. Not one person, everyone. If they get together, they can sack them. If their directors are not doing their job, they can tell the director to leave. That's it. You understand? Because they are the one who appoint directors, so they can intervene. They can't just say, if let's say if this shareholder B doesn't like shareholder C, so shareholder B can't just say, I don't like him, let's sack him. No, not like that. There should be a solid reason behind that. They should have a solid reason. Okay, this is why we are sacking, because he's not doing the job really well. Guys, I all done. I hope you all didn't draw these humans and waste your time. Okay, I just drew it. I hope you all didn't draw. I all done. If you're done writing, tell me. Okay. Teacher, then in every company, would there be shareholders? Of course, because if you want to become an owner of a company, you should buy shares. Teacher, that booklet chapter wise or only questions? No, it's chapter wise. If you want, I can show it. Wait a minute. It's there. I'll just show it quickly, yeah, because you all are asking. It's chapter wise. Or chapter wise means it's a book which will include all the chapters. It will include all the chapters. I'll quickly show that. Wait a minute. Okay, it's something like this. There are two books, grade 12 and 13. So grade 12 will include theory plus questions, and grade 13 theory plus questions. It's a book. Okay, fine. Let's continue quickly. So where did I stop? Now, guys, management or board of directors. Why do they need information? Okay. When can we have? Yes, to make decision. When can we have the book? If we are joining in January, if you are joining in January, you can make the payment for January and you can ask to courier the book. You can ask to courier the book. Okay, you can have it in December itself. Fine. Now, guys, see here. Why do they need information? The management or board of directors to make decision how to operate the business. Guys, the board of directors are appointed by shareholders. The main reason is to make day-to-day decision. Guys, the board of directors, the manager should make decision. That's the most difficult thing, making the right decision. You should make sure you make the economic decision. Guys, economic decision is a decision which should give the best benefit, best return. Making decision is not easy, guys. It's very difficult because if you make a wrong decision, the shareholders will tell you to leave, quit. Okay? Because if you make a wrong decision, you will create a loss to the organization. It's not a small business, right? It's a very big company. Your wrong decision can lose millions of rupees for the company. So as a manager, being a manager or director is not easy, okay? But you get a lot of salary, but that's not easy job. You understand? Because your wrong decision will affect many people. Many people. So you should make sure you make the right decision. Guys, to make the right decision, you should have information. If you have information only, you can make the best decision. Why do you need to make decision, guys? Then only you can plan. You can organize, control all the business activities. Shareholders trusted y'all and only made the directors. So you should make sure you give the best return, best profit and all those stuff. So the main reason why managers or board of directors need information so that they can make proper decision. Okay, employees, guys, why do they need information? In order to decide whether to stay or leave the company. Guys, if the employees get to know that the company will bankrupt, or if the employees get to know the company is doing really bad, the employees will start searching for a new job because they know soon the company will close down. If the company close down, they become jobless. So guys, what happens is when the employees will check your financial statements to see whether y'all are having a profit. Let's say the business is running with a loss for continuously for 5 years. So if the business is running with a loss continuously 5 years, that's an indication, okay, this company can bankrupt. Bankrupt means fully there is no money to pay your liabilities. That's what we say, bankrupt. You don't have enough money to pay your loans and all those stuff. So when you're in such a situation, you have to close down your business. So employees need information to see whether they are continuing or whether they are stopping, whether they are leaving this. We call in 2 words, what do we call this? Job security. Guys, in 2 words, we call this job security, to decide whether to stay or leave the company. In order to decide whether you stay in the company or you leave the company, we say it job security. Is your job secured? Are you safe? Okay, if your job is not secured, you will leave the company, guys. Job is not secured means you will lose your job. You will lose your job. If you know that you will lose your job, you will soon search for a new job, okay, so that you can earn money. Next one, external. So the main 2 internal peoples for the company are management and board of directors. Now external, shareholders, or we say investors. Shareholders or investors, these are people who are external to the business. Investors, they have invested in your business. We call them shareholders. So guys, they are the owners of the business. Why do they need information? To see if the company is growing. Guys, they invested their money. They are the one who put their money in the company, right? They invest big amounts, guys. If they invest big amounts, it's risky. It's risky. So they want to know if the company is growing. Guys, if the company is not growing, what will they do? What do you think they will do? If the company
Remove the board of directors.
No, not only that. Let's say
They will invest in the company shares.
They have already invested. What will they do?
They will stop investing in the same company and start.
They will stop investing. What about the money they already invested? You're close by. I'm waiting for the correct answer. What happens to the money they already invested? What will they do? I didn't. Yes, Saliha, you're correct. What will they do?
They have to pay back the amount they paid already.
Guys, they will sell the shares. They bought the shares, right? As soon as they realize this company is not doing good, what they will do? They are scared. What if the share price reduces? So they will quickly sell the shares. That's what I was waiting from y'all. They will not just stop investing. They will quickly sell the shares. Why? Because they know that if they keep the shares in the future, the company can close down. Then all their money is gone. So what they do, they quickly sell their shares to someone else. Okay. So guys, they are to assess company growth, profitability. Profitability means ability to earn profits. What's profitability? Profitability
Ability
is
to earn profit.
ability to earn profits, whether the business has the ability to earn profits in the future. If the business is not having the ability to earn profit, it's no use, right? They want to know whether in the future, whether the business is able to get a good profit of the company, so that guys, if there is high profit only, the company will pay dividends. Guys, for shareholders, the company pays something in return. That is what you call as dividends. Dividends, you understand? So if you have high profits only, you will get high dividends. So that's the return for the shareholders. For the money they invest, the return is dividends. So if the profitability is less, dividend is less. So they are curious about that, whether the business is highly profitable. Okay. Then the next one, guys. Owners. Now, if you take a sole trader business, owners, are they internal or external? Here I'm talking about a company. If you might have studied in O levels, sole trader business, are they internal or external? Owners.
Internal.
Internal. Guys, it's a sole trader, small business. So then you have only one owner. In a company, guys, I told you there are thousands or so many owners. So that's why they are external. But if you take a one owner business, then guys, they are the owners of those business are internal, because there is only one owner. You understand? So that is internal. But here I'm talking about a company. Yeah? Now, guys, the next one is potential future investors. We say potential or future investors. These are the people who have money in their hand and they are deciding whether to invest or not. They have cash in their hand. Now they are deciding whether to invest in your company or not. Before they make the decision, they need information. They will check your profit. They will check your cash. They will check every information related to your business in order to make decision whether to invest in your company or not. Okay, so why do potential or future investors need information to decide whether to invest or not in the business? They want to decide whether is it better to invest in this business or not. Okay, next one. Yeah.
Teacher, we are future investors now. Like,
if let's say in dialogue, are y'all shareholders of dialogue? No. But let's say, guys, y'all have money. You're deciding whether to invest in dialogue or not. Now, future investors, these are people who are interested in dialogue, but still they haven't invested. They are called future investors. You get what I'm saying? They have the potential to invest, but still they haven't invested. They are planning to invest. Are you clear, dear?
yeah, miss.
They are planning to invest, but still they haven't invested. Okay, they will check. Okay, they will check whether you're doing really good or not by the information. They will check and then they will invest. Okay. So guys, if you all are not there in the free session groups, and if you want to get future links like business studies free session, economics free session in our institute, for each we have free sessions. If you all want to get the links, okay, okay, if you want to get the links, then guys, what you all can do is I will now send through the chat box, I will send the link. You all can join, but there are many of you all are already there in the free session groups of Satyaha College. If you all are not there, join it. Okay, I sent. Okay, so guys, now one student is asking, now I told you an example, now I am the business, you all are my stakeholders because you all are my students. Teacher, is it like we didn't still join your class, but we are interested to join? Is it potential investors? No, guys, you all are not investors, you all are customers for me. Do you understand? There is a difference. You all are not investors, you all are customers to me. You all are future customers. Investors are the people who will invest. Now, for example, if you like to invest, now we are not a company. Satyaha College is not a company. Let's say it's a company. You all have money and you all are planning to become owners of Satyaha College. So then you're planning whether to invest or not. Then only you're called as future investors. You're coming to my class or not is not an investor. You all are future customers. Do you understand, Amina? You all are future customers, not future investors. Investors are people who are willing to, future investors are people who are willing to become owners, not customers. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like a partnership.
No. It's like this. Okay, if you are let's say in a partnership, business partnership is more than one owner. Okay, where everyone are partners. So if one person want to become a partner, then he is a future investor, potential. Now in a company, there is a person who wants to become a shareholder of the company. He has money, but he is planning whether to buy the shares or not. Okay, so these future or potential investors, they will make a decision whether to invest or not. So for that only they need information. They need to make decision whether to become owners of this company or not. Okay, yes. Miss, is there any one high position for all the board of directors? I didn't want to go in that depth. Usually the leader of the board of directors, we call him chairman. You all might have heard, no, chairman. Chairman is the leader of the board of directors. He is the highest position of the board of directors. Okay. So now guys, see here, we have studied 1, 2, 3, 4. Now government. Who are government? Guys, government is the local authority. Okay. So what does the government need information? Okay. So guys, the government need information is to charge tax. Why? Because their main income. Guys, for a government, their main income is tax. So they are always trying to get information about your business. Whenever the business earns a profit, they will be there for the first place. When a company earns a profit, they are the one who will come at first and say, give me tax. Okay. And that's how it is. Guys, you know, it's really bad. Why? I mean, bad means for a business, it's a very discouraging thing for a company. Imagine you earn let's say 100,000 profit. Out of 100,000, after you work so hard, you earn 100,000 profit. Out of that, 28,000 10,000 you should give to the government. The remaining only you can keep it for yourself. See how government earn money through the companies. Okay, so that's why it's discouraging for the people to start businesses in Sri Lanka, because the government charges a huge amount of tax. Okay, so guys, why does government need information about your company? If you get a profit, to charge tax. That's easy, right? So they need information to charge tax on profit. Okay, we have studied 5. I will give you 5 minutes. Soon, quickly revise all 5. We have 4 more to go. Before that, revise all 5 what we studied. Put it in your head now itself, guys. Don't wait till you start. Don't think I'll study later. Later never comes. Study now. So guys, if you want to know any details about the classes, listen carefully. Yeah, if you want to know any details about the classes, please don't message me. I have around 400 messages, guys. I might not reply all. Okay, message the Sateha College management. She will reply. Okay, if you all don't have her number, I will send it to y'all now. Y'all can message her for the payment details and all those stuff. Don't message me, guys. I might take time to reply. It's okay to message me, but you won't get a quick reply. So you can message 076. Most of y'all already have this number. 714 4427. You can message her, ask class details and all if you want. Okay, and for the booklet as well. For the booklet to be couriered and all, you can ask her. Okay. To assess company growth mean to see whether the company is growing. They will check with the past information, they will check everything and see if the company is growing or not. If the company is not growing, it's not a good company. The company should grow, right? Compared to the previous year, the company should keep on growing. So the shareholders wants to know whether the company is growing or not. Okay, and the shareholders wants to know whether the company has the ability to earn profits in the future. If the company has the ability to earn profits in the future, then only you will get dividend, because for a shareholder, guys, the return the shareholder gets is what we call as dividends. Okay, so if you have high profit, only you will get high dividend. So the shareholders invested in the first place to get dividend, no. So they want to know in the future whether they will get proper dividends. Quickly check now. Done. Can I go to the next one? I all done revising. If I ask, can you all answer without checking the tube?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, next class, I will ask you all, please revise up to here. Up to here, revise and come. Next class, I will ask you all, okay? Now go to the next one. Financial institutions. Financial institutions are like banks, insurance companies, leasing companies. You might have heard, right? You might have seen advertisements and all. So now these are the people who give you finance. Finance means when you don't have enough money to start a business or to buy a car asset, to buy a motor vehicle, machine. You don't have enough money. Okay. So these financial institutions will help you. For example, if you want to buy a building, you don't have enough money, you go to the bank and ask for a loan. They give you a loan. You have to pay them with interest. That's another thing. So that's what you call as a financial institution. These people provide finance. They will not just give you money. They will ask you to pay with interest. That's the worst part. Then guys, insurance companies, these people, they will tell you, okay, if you have any risk, you can insure. For example, let's say guys, you have a building, you own a building, you're scared. What if there is a flood or a fire? Your building is gone, right? You lose everything in one day. You go to the insurance company and ask to cover the risk. You understand? You insure. So then guys, if in a situation where your building gets fire or flood or anything, the insurance company will recover. They will give money to cover the losses. Okay. Leasing companies, guys, what are they doing? These leasing companies, they will, let's say you need to buy an asset, but you don't have enough money, like motor vehicle or something. They will buy it for us, but you have to pay installment. Everything comes with an interest. Okay. So why are these people interested? Why is bank? Let's take bank. You all understand bank really well, right? Why do bank need information? Because guys, they want to check before they give a loan. They want to check whether you can pay back the loan. They will just not give the loan. They want to check whether you're able to pay back the loan with the interest, not just the loan. They want to see before they give, guys, they want to see whether you are able to pay with interest, the loan plus the interest. So we say to assess the ability of the business to repay the loan with the interest, Okay. Next one. Trade receivable, or we say customers. Why do customers need information? No, Afifa. Taking loan from the bank is where you take money. You take from leasing company, you don't take money. From leasing company, you tell them to buy an asset for you. Okay, and you have to pay them money. They will buy the asset for you. For example, they will buy the motor vehicle. You need a motor vehicle. They will buy it for you. But what happens is you have to pay them the money for the motor vehicle, not just the money, with the interest. Okay, interest is the bad part. Next one. So customers, guys, customers or trade receivable. To assess the ability of the company, guys, now let's say y'all are my customers. As I told you, I am lecturing. Y'all are my students. Students are customers for me. Now, why do you need information? Why? Because to make sure you need information to see whether I am going to teach you until you finish your A-levels. Without stopping in the middle, you want to know whether I'm going to teach you until you finish your A-levels. So guys, assess the ability of the company to supply goods and services on a continuous basis. You want to know whether whether I am able to provide the service on a continuous basis. If I stop in the middle, you will get affected. So that is why you need information to see whether I am going to provide the service on a continuous basis and not stop in the middle. Suppliers, trade payables, these are the people you have purchased raw material. Okay, you have purchased, let's say for example, in order to print my booklets, who are my trade payables? My trade payables are the printer shop. The suppliers are printer shop. Now my printer, okay, I'll tell you, okay, my printer, the person who prints my booklets, he is very curious. Sometimes when I don't give him anything to print just for 1 month, he will put a message and ask, sister, what happened? Why aren't you giving? Is there a problem? You know, they're scared. Why? If the service, okay, if the service is not continuous, but they will lose their customer. So I am a customer for the printer shop. I'm his customer. So what if I stop printing from his shop? What if I find a better supplier? So he always asks, okay, is there a problem? Did I do something wrong in printing? You understand? He's curious. Why? Because if I stop doing business with him, he will lose a customer, a loyal customer, because I'm continuously taking print from him for a long time and in bulks, big quantity. He will lose his big customer. You understand? So suppliers, why do they need information? To assess the ability. Not only that, when I ask him to print, sometimes I ask and pay the money later. So now he wants to know information about me to see whether I will pay the money, not just the service. If I don't pay the money on time, okay, then he will lose, let's say for example, let's say guys, I'm telling him, please print grade 12 50 booklets, 50. So he will print, I will take the booklets, I will pay the money later. So if he trusts me only, he will give like that, right? If not, he will tell first pay money. Usually he lets me do that. He lets me. Sometimes I take 50 booklets and pay him the money late. So because he knows that I will however pay. You understand? So as a supplier, you need to know information whether your business will pay the money for the goods and services, for the printout service he's giving for me, whether I will pay the money. You understand? That's why he needs information. If not, he will stop. He will say hereafter, look here, I will not give you printout. Or if I'm giving, first pay me the money, then only I will give. You understand? If I don't pay him the money properly, he will tell I won't give you printouts hereafter, or he will tell I will give you only if you pay the money before you print, before I give you the printing. You understand? Last one, guys, external auditors. Who are external auditors? Now, guys, when you're running a company, who will manage the company? Who will manage the company? Shareholders or directors?
Directors.
Can the directors do frauds? Can the directors do
Yes.
frauds? Can they steal company money without the shareholders knowing?
Yes.
Yes, guys, shareholders does not come every day. Shareholders does not come every day and check whether the directors are doing the right thing. What can the directors do? The directors can nicely steal the money because the shareholders has appointed them. They can steal the money, right? So shareholders can't trust the directors, even though they are the one who appointed them. They can't trust them. So what does the shareholders do? They appointed directors. They will appoint someone else. Who are they? Auditors. In addition to the directors, as they can't trust the directors, so they will appoint auditors. Who are auditors? Internal or external auditors?
External.
external. Guys, auditors are external, not only directors, they appoint auditors. Auditors are external. Guys, these are independent parties who will come. These are independent parties who will come to the company. Listen, I didn't explain auditors yet. These are independent. They have no connection with the directors. Okay, make sure that the directors don't know them really well. Why? If not, they will support the directors. No. So auditors should be independent. They should make their own decision. They are not going to listen to the directors. You understand? So what will the auditors do? They will come and check the financial statements prepared by the directors. Directors prepare financial statements, right? The auditors shall come and check and see whether the directors have done everything properly. They will check whether the financial statements are prepared based on the standards. The standards given by the Sri Lanka Accounting Standard Committee. There is a committee who gives standard. Companies should follow those standards. So auditors will come and check whether the directors has prepared based on the standard, whether the directors have done any frauds, any mistakes, any errors. Auditors and directors are not related. Related means, guys, you can't now, let's say director's sister cannot be an auditor, director's brother cannot be an auditor. They should be independent. If not, the director will bribe the auditor, and they can't bribe. They can't bribe and tell, support me, I have done this fraud. They can't do that. If they do that, the auditors should close their business and they have to pay a big amount. They can go to jail also. There are so many cases where the auditors have supported the directors and they also together have done frauds for a company. You might just go and check in Google. There are so many companies where the auditors has end up in jail. They should be very careful. They can't support, guys. They should make sure they give the correct information to the shareholders. So they provide opinion on financial statements. They will check the financial statements prepared by the directors and they will say whether the financial statements give a true and fair view. The opinion should be they give whether the financial statements are true and fair. Whether whatever prepared in the financial statements, whether are they saying the truth and whether they are fair. They will tell this opinion to whom? To the users, to the stakeholders. So for a company, external auditor is a must. Because, guys, shareholders can't trust the directors. So they appoint someone external to make sure they check whether they are doing the right thing. Okay, so you can't trust anyone, right? You can't trust anyone. So that's the only way to do that. So guys, let's stop it here for the day. Okay, next class, make sure you come to the next class. It's on 27th, right? If I'm not wrong, Tuesday. Right? Tuesday 27th, 7 to 9 p.m. Make sure you all join the next section. We will start types of accounting. I hope you all got the use of today's class. If you have any details, if you want any details of the class, you can message this number. Let's stop it here, guys. That's it for the day. Take care. Study well.